What's life like for Khmer Boxing?
It's getting better. When I first arrived here, I feel sorry for these guys because, they fight to survive. They fight to live. I mean, I've got fighters that, I know in my days, I used to fight, especially Kyokushin and all that, for the enjoyment. We never got paid. It was mainly like an amateur body. But these guys fight to eat, to feed the family, and they try and fight as many times as they can. So it's very difficult for them. I try and get them sponsors, guys to support them, individual sponsors where they can give them $50, $60 a month just so they can eat better. But it is getting better, the purses. But you must remember in this country it's different. The TV channels support the boxers and they promote the fights. Where in other countries all over the world, it's a promoter that pays the fighters and promotes the fights and sells it to the TV channels. So without the TV channels in this country, there would be no Khmer Boxing and no fighter would be earning a living. So the TV has done a lot for the Khmer Boxing.
And Paddy, we talked a lot about strategy. When you used to train me, we used to work in the ring a couple hours every day, and then we'd go sit in front of your shop and drink sugarcane juice. We talk about fighting. One of the problems with doing my show and all the shows that I do is that I never know how much exercise I'm going to get on a given day. Sometimes when we film, we pull up in an air-conditioned car, I'm completely cold and I got to step right in the ring and film. Other times we're sitting around all day, I don't get any exercise. So anyway, my personal training's been off a lot. Coming back to work with Paddy, one of the goals here is get my fitness back up. My fitness is terrible right now. In addition to having lost my technique, I've lost my fitness.
15 seconds to go. Mas Oyama, Aoki, for 3 weeks. They actually came to South Africa. It was an honor training with a guy like that. But he was a living legend then, and it was a great start. Kyokushin got me a good grounding into the kickboxing and the Khmer boxing. And as you know, in Japan, a lot of the Kyokushin guys, right in the beginning, all went into K1 and all that, and the Hollanders and all that. So Kyokushin is a good grounding for fighting because it was full contact. I don't want this. We're not punching bag. We're doing a stamina program. So we're just standing, not this. From here. Hands up. Just moving all the time. Turning, same way. Turning. And carry on for 3 minutes. Okay, let's go. Breathe in the nose, out through the mouth. Deep in the nose, out through the mouth. Come guys, this is what counts now. First round, another round. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I did Kyokushin for 16 years and I really enjoyed Kyokushin.
Paddy only invented this workout so he could sell more water. So he created the demand and then he sold the product. Very cagey.
In my province of Natal, I was I was a chief instructor. And then I went into the promoting of Kyokushin and I promoted many huge tournaments in Natal.
And for the people at home who don't know, can you just explain a little bit what is Kyokushin?
Kyokushin is, in the old days, I'm going back many years now, Mas Oyama never believed in weight divisions. He believed if you're 50 kgs, you fight a guy 100 kgs. And he believed in the street, it was the real thing. Okay, we never punched for the face, but we kicked for the face, elbow to the body, kick to the legs, basically everything else. And he believed it's a real thing. In the street, you can't run away from a guy that's 100 kilos and you 50 kilos. But you know, as we get into the more modern sport, as we know, it's very difficult for a guy of 60 kilos to fight a guy of 120 kilos if they're equal in rank and stature and in experience. And the old saying is, a good big guy will always beat a little small guy.
Yeah.
But the Kyokushin training and philosophy and all that is very good. I really enjoyed my 16 years of doing that. My students still, up to today, my black belts and all that, email me and say, those were the days. Let's bring back those days, you know.
I try to be respectful to every martial art, every master, every person that comes on the show. And I keep saying the show is not about fighting, it's about martial art. So I want to be respectful and show it. But then I get a lot of haters and people complaining on the internet, and they're saying stuff like a Shaolin guy could beat up a real fighter, a Vietnamese martial arts master can beat up a real fighter, you know, I don't know, an Aikido black belt, whatever, but you can't, okay? If this is fighting, this is training for fighting. You're either doing this or you're not doing this. If you want to fight, you do this. You do bag work, you do road work, you do pad work, you do exercises, you do fitness, you have the timer going, 3 minutes, 1 minute, or 2 minutes, 1 minute on your timer, and you're training every day, 5 times a week at least, 5 to 10 times a week, training specifically for fighting, you're doing your sparring, you're surrounded by professional fighters and coaches. Those are the only people who can fight. And I hate to get into these arguments on the internet, but no, if you're a black belt in Aikido, no, you can't. But it doesn't mean I don't respect you, and I'll show you on my show, and you can contact me and I'll come film at you. But no, these people cannot fight.
Big. Big. Big.
And the thing that Mas Oyama is really famous for, the kumite, the 100-man kumite.
Yeah, you do. In Kyokushin, if you earn your black belt, it's about, well, my black belt gradings were like 8 hours long. Okay, to do basics, kata and all that type of thing. And then, right at the end, they had to fight 10 fresh guys of 3 minutes. And it was very difficult. Look, it's a good grounding, you know. It matured me and it made me a better fighter in all the other styles that I did, you know. And I put my boxing background, everything together with my Kyokushin background, and it's all works out well, you know. And now I'm involved in Khmer Boxing, and English boxing is one of my loves that I love to do. I love teaching, you know. So basically, in my new gym, I'll be teaching English boxing, as we say, Western boxing, and Khmer boxing. Because you get guys that want to do English boxing, you get guys that want to do Khmer boxing, you know.
Now, if we talk about Khmer boxing, K1, Muay Thai, kickboxing, Sabat, Kyokushin, what's the difference?
You know, there's so many different codes of fighting. You know, if you take Kung Fu, for instance, and K1, and English boxing, and Khmer boxing, it's all different. They're all different codes. You know, English boxing is different. It's more to the head and body. It's no kicking. It's a totally different art. Check.